Hey, welcome back. Have you ever had to run an electrical cord to an outbuilding for whatever reason? Usually in the wintertime for me, it's for a heat lamp for the chickens or for a heated water dish or something like that. When it gets really cold, you need to get some electricity to this building. And I run extension cords out there, and the biggest obstacle I have is how to get that cord into the building the easiest way possible. And I'm going to show you the solution I just come up with here, or that I just found. So the easiest way to get the extension cord into the building is just to crack open a door and run the cord underneath that, or crack open a window enough to get the cord in through there. And you could also just drill a hole through the wall, and I just don't really like the looks of that, having a open hole. Then you can invite critters, insects, and whatever through the rest of the season. And I'd like it to be somewhat weatherproof too. I don't want any of the snow, rain to get into these holes. And in the off season, I just don't like the look of a cord hanging out of the side of a building all year long either. So let me show you one of the problems I have here. I'm in front of my chicken coop, and I'll show you one of the problems. I ran the cord under the door. I've been doing this for a number of years now. I'll show you what happened. All right, so if you look here, I've got this extension cord going underneath the door. And I just, because of that, I left it open just enough that invited mice to come over and help widen that hole a little bit. And they actually chewed the bottom of that door completely off. And now there's a big old hole in the bottom corner there. And so, and plus, not to mention, it also kind of warped the bottom of my door a little bit from the pressure of the door against that cord. So I'm going to have to repair this door, probably replace this door, and my solution should help alleviate this issue altogether. So now I'm here at the Quack Shack, home for all my ducks in the wintertime. And I have a hole cut out in the bottom here for them to get in and out of the elements. And so you can see this is a spot where I just run the cord through. And you probably think, well, that's pretty simple. Does no harm, except the ducks trample over the cord. They get it all messed up, and it's something that they can get tangled in. And I don't want that. So this is where this solution that I have is going to come into play. This is a plug that goes into the exterior wall. It's got a weather cap on it. So once it's installed, you flip this up and you can plug in your extension cord. And this mounts flush with the wall. You drill a hole, put this in the wall. Doesn't look like some big old ugly cord that'll be hanging out during the summertime when it's not in use. So it's completely flush, weatherproof, and not such an eyesore otherwise, but it comes in handy because I can put this wherever on the wall that I want on the building. And I'm going to put this in a spot where on the other side of the wall, it's got just like an extension cord end on it on the inside of the building. I can plug in my heat lamp. That's all I want it for, is for my heat lamp. So I'm going to put this in a location on the wall that works best for that. And on the exterior, it'll be out of the way, so the cord will be up high enough that the ducks won't be tripping over the cord. This thing is not that expensive and ridiculously easy to install. I'm going to walk you through it here step by step. Doesn't take long. It's pretty cool. Let's check it out. All right, so I'm going into the Quack Shack now, or the wintertime home for the ducks, and I've got this feeder in the center here, and you can see I've got the heat lamp kind of just beyond there, hanging off of the ceiling, and got that extension cord which comes down and out the front. But so what I'm going to look to do is have the electrical cord come over to this pigtail coming out of the wall right over here. So I'll be on the outside of the building, and I'm going to want to have it come through right about this area, a little bit up in the air, easy for me to access when I walk in here, and close enough to the stud because I can also adapt this. I could wire this into a box if I wanted to make a regular outlet to use in here, but I'm not going to do that right now, but I'll have that option in the future. Okay, I'm outside the Quack Shack wall. Found the spot where I want to put this outlet in, and what I have here is a hole saw. This is a 1 7/8" diameter hole saw. You could even use a 2-inch hole saw if you want, but you got to have one of these to install this. And you want to put this in a spot where the stud is not located. Obviously, this isn't going to work. You want to hit a stud, you got to make sure you know where the studs are. So here's a stud here, and we go well away from it over here. Put it in up high enough, ducks won't get into it. Easy for me to get at. So this is a location I picked. just to make it a little neater, I'm going from the back side, or I'm going to go on the inside and go through my pilot hole so there's no splinters splintering out the back side. You don't have to do this, but it makes it a little nicer. By going in and finishing off from the back side, there's no loose splinters hanging out anywhere. Now it comes for the tough part. You ready? Here it goes. You put this in through here, and that's it. Well, there you gotta put some screws here, which I'm gonna do in a minute. The kit comes with a couple of screws that I believe are more meant for sheet metal, so I got some wood screws with me that I'm gonna put in instead. Just kind of eyeball it, I guess, to get it in the right position. There's one, and there's 3 screws to this. I'll flip this up. And that's it. This thing's done. It's installed. Weatherproof cap for when it's not in use. This sucker's ready to go. Let's try it out. All right, got my extension cord. Flip open the cap, and it's plugged in. All right, here we go. I'm going to take off the extension cord that I had, and we can get rid of that one. I'm going to adjust my light and slide it over here just a little bit closer. Maybe raise it up a little bit. And we'll see if this works. It's working. That is so slick. Now I am going to come back once it gets above freezing this springtime, and I'm going to put some silicone in around this thing. I'll back out the screws and put some silicone in there and make it a little bit more weather tight. But this thing's pretty slick. And you can also get these things where there's 2-pole or 2 outlets on the ends of these plugs. This one is a 15 amp. You can also get them in a 20 amp depending on what you're trying to accomplish for your power needs. But with this 15 amp single pole, this is all I need right now. Now if I wanted to do a second lamp or a heated water dish or something in here, I could either splice this into an outlet box, or I could also get the other one that has 2 poles on it. Either way, this thing's pretty slick. Link in the description if you want to get yourself one of these. This thing's pretty cool, super simple to install, as you just saw. So like and subscribe. Share this with some of your fellow homesteaders out there that have chickens or whatever animals in the outbuildings. This thing's pretty slick. Thanks for watching. See you next time.